Tzu Chi volunteers visit Indian families in Malacca as they celebrate Hindu festival Deepavali. Two sisters accept New Shoot's scholarship and share how they care for their father and balance schoolwork. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Jenny Lee. Thank you for joining us. Diwali, also known as the Festival of Lights, is an important event for Hindus. Tzu Chi Malacca volunteers visited Indian care recipient families, sending gift packages needed during this festive season, wishing them peace and joy.
Every volunteer is carrying special gifts in their hands to help families welcome Deepavali. Malacca Tzu Chi volunteers visited 5 Indian families. After heart surgery in November last year, Saravanan, a care recipient, sought Tzu Chi's help for a second time. After receiving goods and blessings from volunteers, the couple are very grateful.
Thank you very much for Tzu Chi's help for almost a year. It's sad because now we don't have a job.
I have a heart problem. I went to the National Heart Center for an operation. Tzu Chi helped our family. Without you, our family of 7 would have a hard time.
Seeing the Deepavali gift package sent by volunteers, the child was very happy. Minahi is a rubber tapping worker with a meager income. Her husband suffers from heart disease and cannot work. Tzu Chi's childcare relieves the family's economic difficulties.
This gift package is suitable. Thank you so much. My income is only about 15 to 20 ringgits a day. I have to buy food and rice to pay the rent. My husband has no job because he has heart disease.
You had to pray sincerely and then donate bamboo bank to do good with a sincere heart.
While sending these goods and blessings, volunteers also encourage care recipients to donate to the Bamboo Coin Bank to do good deeds for others.
In Chile, Tzu Chi volunteers carried out charity works by collecting and providing medical supplies to hospitals during the pandemic. They also continue to serve the homeless as they know it's difficult for people to survive during hard times. Take a look.
Each month, Tzu Chi volunteers arrive in La Granja to cook a hot meal to feed the homeless. It's been a year of this, and over 4,259 people have been served these meal boxes. Each time, other volunteers come to contribute as well. The vegetarian hot meals, besides being offered to the homeless, is also helping to show gratitude to teachers in celebration of Teachers' Day.
We are here to thank them for their dedication even during the pandemic, as they have continued to have lessons online back then. In more recent days, schools are slowly opening up, so some students are back in school, and there is rotation, remote learning and in-person learning. We are thankful for them.
Tzu Chi volunteers in Chile have not stopped doing their good deeds due to the pandemic. The recyclables which are piling up will be sold to help pay for the hearing aid of students who need them when recyclers are back to normal operation.
Plant-based diets have been very popular in the UK for the past 3 years. In the UN Climate Change Conference COP26, Dr. Ling Mingnan from Daling Tzu Chi Hospital and other participants shared the impact of plant-based diets at a panel on transformation of food systems. Take a look.
From vegan sandwiches to vegan ramen, vegetarian and vegan options are available everywhere in the COP26 dining area. This change from conference organizers comes after pressure from many NGOs. At a side event on transformative, climate-resilient and healthy food systems at the WHO Health Pavilion, Dr. Mingnan Lin explains how Tzu Chi hospitals in Taiwan have been playing their part in mitigating carbon emissions.
All the Tzu Chi hospital, we provide only plant-based diet. And then we calculate all the meals we provide for the 7 Tzu Chi hospitals. And then we can reduce, I think, more than 300 metric tons of carbon dioxide. The health impact, the study shows that we can reduce around 30% to 50% of the incidence of diabetes. 50% of the gallstone, symptomatic gallstone disease will be reduced if you adopt plant-based diet. All these are impacts.
With Taiwan's knowledge spreading internationally, other panelists illuminated the case for transforming the animal and livestock industry in the UK and the promotion of plant-based diets.
We know that factory farming is most likely the next breeding ground for pandemics. And we asked the scientists, so what exactly are the measurements that need to take place now? And they said the first thing is we need to end factory farming. And the second thing is we need to drastically reduce the number of animals farmed globally. And so, of course, there's a way to end animal farming, or at least factory farming. And this way would be talk to the farmers, see how they can transition to maybe becoming plant-based farmers. And then, of course, also do research on development on plant-based foods and also cultivated foods. Because honestly, without tackling animal agriculture, we will not be able to reach the Paris Agreement.
When we start working with institutions, they are quite resistant and they think that they don't really want to cut meat from their menu. But when they have our trainings, and our chef is amazing, she shows them a toolkit to expand their creativity with plant-based cooking. By the end of the training, they are all sold and they can't wait to get going and serving up new and exciting and tasty plant-based dishes, which everyone can enjoy. It's not just for vegans. If we look at the shift in the UK that we've seen in plant-based menus over the last even 3 years, it's been phenomenal. You know, everywhere you go now has got a plant-based options on the menu, and that trend is only going to increase. You know, the more products that come on the market and the more appetite there is from consumers. So we're heading the right direction. We've just got to get there faster.
We just knew that everybody was into it and everybody was changing to plant-based foods and more vegetables coming in. So that's why we decided to do it. So we started this 7 months ago and it seems to be very popular. Even if people are not vegan or vegetarian, they're still having a look at it and they actually are persuaded to take something because there's so many tasty things on it.
And so we work with companies on what we call the architecture of choice. So it's about thinking about on a menu, where do you put the plant-based options? What do you call them? You know, make them sound appealing, make them sound exciting. And also don't label them in a way that meat eaters will think, well, this is not for me, this is for someone else, I'm not a vegan. We don't want that. It needs to be for everyone.
2 years ago, specifically, we merged it into the menu in this area, and specifically we're in the heart of the south side is where the highest vegan population is. So us as a restaurant and a business, we need to make it easier for people to dine. We don't want to have a separate menu here, a separate menu there. We want it to be easy and all in the one place. So people, maybe they don't want to feel excluded or uncomfortable for having certain dietary requirements or way of living.
Here in the UK, the demand for plant-based foods is booming. With its growth, it's hoped that food systems around the world can transform and make a dent in carbon emissions and the climate crisis at large.
The winner of the 31st Medical Contribution Award is 78-year-old cardiologist Lin Junlong, CEO of Tzu Chi Medical Mission. He has practiced medicine for more than half a century. At the age of 52, he gave up his high-paying position in the United States and came to Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital. Here's the story.
On April 2nd this year, a Taroko Express train derailed. Dr. Lin Junlong was one of the first to arrive at the scene to coordinate first aid response for a large number of wounded patients. From 10 o'clock in the morning to 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, he forgot his 78 years of age.
Providing medical care is our duty.
Lin Junlong was born and raised in Taiwan. He graduated from the National Taiwan University Department of Medicine, specializing in cardiology. He has practiced medicine in the United States for 25 years. He resolutely decided to come to Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital, committing himself to promoting smart medical care in remote areas. He participated in free clinics and home visitations, both domestically and abroad, and engaged in community health promotion. Lin Junlong, who believes in Buddhism, was touched by Ambassador Zheng Yin's actions to build a hospital. Before returning to Hualien, he helped set up a Tzu Chi free clinic in the United States to help the poor.
I saw a pamphlet when doing my visa about Master Zheng Yin's Tzu Chi World. I went to Hualien to see such a hospital, and it's a Buddhist hospital. I believe my karma was just like this.
Patient-centered values inspire Lin Zhenlong to make it easier for people in rural areas to seek medical treatment.
One day, I saw a patient, and he said, "Do you know how much it costs to travel by taxi? The cost was $100, which was a lot of money more than 20 years ago. You asked me to have an x-ray tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. I need to take the ultrasound, and when I come back next week to see you, I won't be bankrupt."
In order to meet the needs of patients, he led his team to continuously experiment with new medical technologies, establishing a medical information network in 7 mountainous townships in Hualien and Taidong.
There are currently 27 departments with more than 100 physicians that all operate remote clinics.
For 4 years in a row, the team won the first place in the Executive Yuan's Health and Welfare Integrated Technology Care Plan.
This is like the CEO wanting to build 350,000 beds in Hualien. If Taidong is added, it will be 600,000 beds, a hospital without walls.
He deserves to win the prize in his hometown.
Actually, it's not my personal accomplishment. It's the glory of Tzu Chi. It's Tzu Chi's medical care, which won the award and the praise of the public.
This year, the North District New Shoots Scholarship Award ceremony was held at Xingdian Jingsi Hall. Concerned about epidemic prevention, the ceremony was also broadcasted online for the award winners. Among them is a pair of sisters in Xinyi District, Taipei City.
手机打开就可以了哈。北区新雅奖学金呢，不因为这样而中断。我们今年改由线上直播的方式来进行哦。
This family of 5 joined the online award ceremony, and each of them was moved to tears.
When my husband saw so many stories about Tzu volunteers helping others, he was moved to tears.
I hope to use the scholarship money to supplement my family expenses and to help my younger siblings' daily expenditure.
She has an elder sister who is in college and younger brother. After their father had a sudden stroke, the 3 siblings accompanied their mother to support the whole family.
During my husband's rehabilitation, I have to go to work, so I asked the nursing attendants to come help for 2 days. I also asked Shuanqing to reschedule her classes on Friday so that she could take her father to the hospital for rehabilitation. Xianya would be responsible for preparing food for her dad. Sometimes when I'm busy, she would help her dad.
I try my best to allocate my time so that I can take care of Dad and also concentrate on my study.
I should work harder in my schoolwork. And while working a part-time job, because of distance learning, I have more time to study at home.
Seeing his beloved family members work so hard to build a protective net for him, Mr. Zhen, who has suffered a stroke for more than a year, is also working hard to rehabilitate his language ability. Now he can speak slowly and quietly, making continuous progress for his family.
The Tzu Chi New Shoots Scholarship was awarded to 2 female students who not only perform well in their schoolwork, but are also considerate to their parents. This shows that the kind seeds sprinkled by volunteers have sprouted in their hearts.
The eldest sister received the award. The younger brother was also stunned as he received a new uniform. The family has survived a fire. Now they know how to cherish life.
You see, this was all refurbished. At the time, everything was burned and it was renovated 3 years ago, as we had to start from scratch.
Many teachers have been going online, so they rely more on it. They often ask us to go home to do reports. That's when I use this computer given by volunteers.
She felt our hardship at home, so at that time she said, I must go to a public school to reduce the burden on the family.
An excellent classmate, Xie, has just been admitted to Sun Yat-sen University of Medicine this year. Along the way, she thanked a very precious person in her life.
No matter what it is, even if it is difficult, I'm grateful to have these people help me. Without them, I might have had a more difficult time. I'm grateful every time I face a problem.
It's not just financial help, but the company of volunteers and emotional support has been invaluable over the years.
Tzu Chi sisters and brothers really help with a lot of things. Their kindness slowly brought us out, as we are really grateful.
I want to give back the help I got when I was growing up to the youth.
Jin Youling, a 7th grader, sings with an angelic voice. Her younger brother suffers from acute leukemia, and the income of the family is unstable during the pandemic. Fortunately, Youling is optimistic. She takes care of her brother and the family while keeping up with singing practices.
This is Jin Youling. I am first-year student in Chile Junior High School. I'm a member of Fox Nativa Children's Choir. I participated in the Fox Nativa Children's Choir when I was studying grade 2 because my brother also participated in 2nd grade. I thought it was fun. I joined together. I will go abroad to perform, and is very happy to be able to sing for everyone.
She was very shy at first, but we encouraged her to perform on stage. This can cultivate her confidence and team spirit. Now she can sing solo on stage, which is a big change for her.
We sing without reading the sheet music. We need to memorize it. If we don't know how to sing, we'll practice with the senior sisters all the time.
Youling is a very cheerful person. She is serious in doing things and also takes good care of other schoolmates.
She's more mature. She has similar thoughts with us. She also gets along well with us.
She is very obedient, doing housework and taking care of her younger brother. But sometimes I am more strict with her because I have only one daughter. She is willing to learn and practice singing, so I try to let her do it. Beyond my expectation, the choir has chosen her photo to be the poster of one of their performances in Taipei. I felt very proud and surprised.
Mom and Dad's upbringing is very good. Their positive ideas affect their children, so their children actually have their own thoughts.
Every time I see the brothers and sisters, my heart will calm down. Every time they come to care about me, I feel very touched.
After he came back from hospital, he was afraid of us. I didn't dare to tease him at the time. When I went home, I just gave him a hug. Now, he will always follow me and stick to me. We go out to play every day. I hope my brother's health will get better and better, and he can grow up healthily.
In Zhanghua, 2 sisters in the Xie family suffer from muscle atrophy since youth. Xie family is a Tzu Chi care recipient, and Tzu Chi volunteers have accompanied them for years. To give thanks, the family members became Tzu Chi members and donated bamboo coin banks to vaccine funding.
Ooh, the bamboo coin bank is filled again. We brought a bamboo coin bank this time for you. The 2 bamboo coin banks here are filled up. I really appreciate you. Thank you all so much.
The Deep Bow conveys endless thanks from the family to Tzu Chi volunteers. The two sisters in the Xie family suffer from muscle atrophy since youth, as there are multiple failed attempts to find the cause. Though they are suffering, their loving hearts transcends their limits.
I want to help them, I want to help everyone, but I don't have the ability to earn money like others. So this is the best I can do.
I hope I can help more people, because Tzu sisters cared for us every month. Whenever they have time, they will visit us and accompany our family.
They treat me well and often come to our house. This is good enough.
Even though the sister has mobility issues, she is still willing to get up and bring back medicine for her mother.
The night before I go to grab medicine for my mother, I will have to charge my electric motorcycle. Afterwards, I can make 4 round trips to collect medicine.
Most people nowadays suffer from diseases, but it's hard to find people who are strong-willed like the mother and daughters here.
To the mother and daughters, life is tough, yet they're willing to give. The kind heart of doing charity is a quality to be admired of.
To raise vaccine funds, the new Taipei Shuanghe Liaison Office launched a fundraiser featuring organic amla powder. More than 100 volunteers gathered in the Jingsi Hall to pack 4,000 cans of this fruit powder.
In order to raise funds to purchase BNT vaccines, we hope that all of us will contribute their love, which will relieve the burden on the master's shoulders.
Although I have little power, but I can help to do something and I feel really happy. My job today is to put on labels and stickers. When putting up each label, I would make a wish in my heart to bless others.
The master wishes to donate vaccine and needs money, so I wanted to help master so that she can help others to get vaccines.
I came to get the vaccine on October the 18th. So the brothers and sisters invited me to come here as a volunteer.
In response to master's meaningful wish to buy vaccines to save sentient beings, everyone joins in this great event.
When it's time to pack it and send it out, they can sell it for charity and then buy BNT vaccines so that even more people can get vaccines.
It's more blessed to give than to receive. If you have the ability, you should do more.
Nine indigenous students from Tongmen Elementary School visit Zhongshan University in Kaohsiung as their graduation trip. The students hope that one day they could attend the university. Here's the footage. Thank you for watching.